Chris Williamson has a idea about the lonely chapter and about how to go through a great period of growth, a great period of change, to become the type of person you want to become, you must experience the lonely chapter. And this can be very difficult. And he talks about how, as you're growing, you may have to change friend groups, and not just once or twice or three times, but as many times as you need. And talks about how you relate best with people in life who are at the same place as you in life. And if you're growing at a rapid pace, you may be friends with people who are growing, but if they're growing, at a slower pace, then it's hard for you to relate, and it's hard for you to stay with them. And this can be very challenging and uncomfortable and all of the above. All the discomfort you can feel is in the lonely chapter. But that's how growth is. Is there any path to the top that's not steep? Can you get up a mountain without climbing a steep hill? No. And this is just the price you have to pay. A lonely chapter is a price you pay to become the person you know deep down you need to become. And it's just the discomfort is just a sign of growth. Change is always uncomfortable, and growth can only occur when there is change taking place. This is obvious science, really. And I just wanted to make this video to make sure you're aware of what you're going through, because situations are a lot easier to bear when you know you're going through them. When you know, oh, this is what this is. Oh, this feeling, that's what that is. It's growth. The discomfort is growth. That can help you get through tough times. Because if you're just suffering and you're saying, in service to what? Why must I go through this? You won't bear it long. You surely won't bear it nobly. And you'll go back to your old ways. You won't change and you won't grow. You'll go back to comfort. Comfort truly kills greatness. Anyone who has ever become great in any discipline, in any pursuit, has forsaken comfort, has jumped into the unknown boldly, and pursued their dreams, passions, as if their life depended on it. And they had to go through many, many lonely periods and many, many times of uncertainty and discomfort. But that's the price you have to pay. And if you're not willing to pay that price, then that's okay. This is your life. But two things: don't blame others for you never succeeding, because it's no one else's fault other than your own. And no one is, it doesn't make you a bad person for not wanting to change. It's okay. Just don't bring down the other people who want to change. And I urge you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, am I living a life true to myself, or the life other people are expecting of me? And if the latter answer is what you feel in your heart is true, you may want to think about that, because it's going to be you on your deathbed who has to answer for the life that you've lived. And I know I want to tell myself I lived a life true to myself. I tried. It's, I did. That's what I want to tell myself. So you have to be honest with yourself. But if you're going through a lonely chapter, just know this is how it's supposed to feel. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be any of the above. It's supposed to push you to your absolute limits and often break you so you can see where your limits are. And you grow the most when you're flirting on that line of your limit and within your means. And when you're flirting with that line, true exponential growth will occur. And just be honest with yourself and ask you, what is stopping me from this growth? It may be relationships that you have with people or things, video games, drugs, etc. And ask yourself, is this relationship really worth holding back my growth? Holding back, living a life true to myself, holding back meaning. Change is always uncomfortable, like I said. So the initial hit will hurt. The initial absence of a thing that you have held dearly to you will hurt. But the knowledge of knowing what it is in service to, I believe, will help you forge ahead, stay with it, and go through the lonely chapter, knowing that it is in service to something bigger than you, to help others and to help yourself live a life true to yourself.